Yeah. Big mouth gal riding tall. Truth talk coming through. They call me the good nun. Your opinions on blast. Got a voice like thunder and I'm never outclassed. Sanctimonious sass with a silver spur tongue. If I cuss too loud, well, I'm just getting started, hun. I'm a big mouth on a horse. Don't need no permission. I speak truth loud like it's holy tradition. Yeah, I mess up, but I own my position. A fair queen riding with divine conviction. I drop hot takes like thunder from the saddle. Spit facts so raw they make cowards skedaddle. Ain't here to pander, I check myself too. If I'm wrong, I admit it, that's just what I do.
Big mouth, big truth.
Giddy up, girl, giddy up.
She wild, but she just
Riding tall. I'm a big mouth on a horse, don't need no permission. I speak truth loud like it's holy tradition. Yeah, I mess up, but I own my position. A fair queen riding with divine
conviction.
Big mouth, big truth. Giddy up, girl, giddy up. She wild, but she just riding tall. I'm a big mouth on a horse, don't need no permission. I speak truth loud like it's holy tradition. Yeah, I mess up, but I own my position. A fair queen riding with divine conviction. Viction. You don't look, baby, up, baby.
The truth just arrived. Giddy up,
Giddy up, girl, giddy up.
She wild, but she just
Riding tall.
I haven't been to church since I don't remember when. Things were going great till they fell apart again. So I listened to the preacher as he told me what to do. He said you can't go hating others who have done wrong to you. Sometimes we get angry, but we must not condemn. Let the good Lord do his job, and you just pray for them. I pray your brakes go out running down a hill. I pray a flower pot falls from a windowsill and knocks you in the head like I'd like to. I pray your birthday comes and nobody calls. I pray you're flying high when your engine stalls. I pray all your dreams never come true. Just know wherever you are, honey, I pray for you. I'm really glad I found my way to church, 'cause I'm already feeling better and I thank God for the words. Yeah, I'm gonna take the high road and do what the preacher told me to do. You keep messing up, and I'll keep praying for you. I pray a tire blows out at 110. I pray you pass out drunk with your best friend and wake up with his and her tattoos. Pray your brakes go out running down a hill. Pray a flower pot falls from a windowsill and knocks you in the head like I'd like to. I pray your birthday comes and nobody calls. I pray you're flying high when your engine stalls. I pray all your dreams never come true. Just know wherever you are, near or far, in your house or in your car, wherever you are, honey, I pray for you. I pray for you.
Hello, 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 hello. No more of that. Give me a second here. Let me close out some stuff. So, listen, if you came in and you're like, oh my God, this is going to be an amazing stream, Nanya's on, I hate to disappoint you. You'll probably leave out very quickly. Okay. Just putting that out there. I got to thinking, and you know what happens when I get to thinking. So, one of the things I went back, there was no way to keep up with the chat yesterday, right? During the stream that the three of us were doing. But I went back, and so the first thing I did is Chroma Reels had sent me the entire stream so I could go and listen to the full thing. A lot more awake than I was at 4 something in the morning. Okay. And so I went back and listened to it, and there were a few things that I realized when I seen the chat that like people were pushing that weren't actually true, right? Okay. So that was one. And then second, as I started to read the chat, I'm like, wow, it is an amazing thing to watch people. Um, it's an amazing thing to like watch groupthink happening right in front of you, right? Like if right now I was like, I don't know, I'm going to say like, fuck the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? I would expect that Carrie's going to be like, whoa, hey, hold up. We're friends. You shouldn't have, you shouldn't have said that, right? Okay. Or if I'm like, I can't stand and I hate rabbits, right? I expect grandma to be like, whoa, hey, why are we rabbit shaming, right? Like, I expect for people around me to be like, wow, you're like, what the hell is wrong with you, right? Okay. I'm so sick of hearing who. Like, shut up about that, LOL. So dumb. Do you mean HOA? I don't know. Um, so anyways, but then I started thinking about like really what causes, right? What causes people to sit in a chat and and like say nothing, or what causes people to be in a small arena and like not go anywhere, I know, Kendra, I know. So it just got me to thinking. And I had had a conversation maybe like within the last week sometime with some others, and we were talking about all these different things. And so I wanted to first show you one thing, and then the research that I want to do is I actually just want to watch some videos. They're like psychology kind of videos. They explain the psychology of things. So, and that's the kind of stuff that I was interested in, and I was bored, and I'm so over. Like, I watched the FBI director and the Senate hearing, I believe it was this morning. And outside of that, like, I'm so like, I am politics and religion out right now because I feel like it's everything that I watch right now. So, um, I figured I would just listen to something else and learn some stuff. And maybe you guys are looking for something different to watch too. And here we are. Okay. So hang out as long as you want to, and don't hang out as long as you can't. You know what I mean? Find something else. If we get too boring for you, totally fine with it. I'll be reading the chat. And of course, I got to pause for commentary because these obviously aren't my videos. It's somebody else that has put that together. So. You saw how Patel looks so uncomfortable. A lot of times he did, for sure. I'm going to the funeral on Sunday. Are you? Okay. All right. Okay. So here we go. So here's the first one. This is, hey, Lady K. There's no whatchamacallit here for you tonight. There's no I was gonna say Neosporin, but I know that's not it. Vicks Vapor Rub. There you go. That's what it was. Um Okay, so here's the one I wanted to show you first, okay? So I'm going to probably pause it after like he gets through a part of it before he goes on to the next part, okay? So participate as you wish. You should be able to see it on your screen, but just listen to it, and go from there. Right. First I came from the Peen Bombs and now the Steelers. I can't take this heartbreak. See what happens when you've been wanting to be a friend of mine, Carrie. I'm just saying, you were warned. Just saying. Okay, here we go.
Look at this line. And now look at these 3 lines. Can you tell which of them matches that first line?
Okay, we're going to pause it there. So look at this line on the left, and can you tell which one on the left? Don't say it in the chat, okay? That's a spoiler alert. Don't say it in the chat, okay? Just think it to yourself, okay? Which one do you think matches? Here we go.
And how sure are you? Hold that thought and listen to this story, because most people can get this wrong.
This is by
Once upon a time, on the eve of a major religious holiday, a 7-year-old boy was observing his grandmother as she poured an extra glass of wine.
Okay.
When the boy asked who the glass was for, she said that it was for the prophet.
Oh.
The boy didn't believe her, so his uncle told him to just observe the glass closely.
Okay.
Full of expectation, the boy watched the glass intently, and suddenly he thought he saw the level of wine drop just a bit.
Oh.
In 1951, decades after the incident, our boy became a pioneer in social psychology, determined to rationalize what actually happened that fateful night.
I love when people do that. Got to make sense of something, so they go get educated and they figure out how in the world did that happen. So I love that.
Did some of the wine really disappear, or was he made to believe that?
Hey, Johnson.
To find out the truth, he devised an experiment to investigate whether peer pressure can be strong enough to change our perception and make us believe in things that are not true.
You got to hang on. You had to hang on to the bar graph in your head, Remy. You were supposed to hang on to it. He told you, hang on to it, okay? And if you let it go, then it's going to come back, but you got to hang on to it in your thoughts.
True. Solomon Asch's conformity experiment was conducted with 123 white male college students who were told to be part of a study in visual judgment. Each student was introduced to a group of 6 to 8 other students who were, in fact, actors who already knew what the experiment was about.
Okay. So they had an unfair
The
advantage.
group was then gathered in a classroom and shown 2 cards, the first with 1 line, the second with 3 lines on it.
Okay, so there's the lines are back. I wrote a paper on this study. Did you really, Tess? Oh, I'm very intrigued by this study.
Each student was then asked to say aloud which line in the second card matched that first one. The group was seated in such a way that allowed the actors to respond first, leaving the real participant to respond last. For the first 2 rounds, the fake students, also known as Confederates, gave the correct answer, and the innocent student, known as the subject, said whatever he thought to be true.
Okay.
In the 3rd round, the actors began to respond with a clearly wrong answer. For the next 12 rounds, dubbed the critical trials, all the Confederates would give the obviously wrong answer. So the innocent student could either ignore the majority or ignore the truth.
Okay.
So what did the experiment tell the researchers?
What do you think it told him? Uh-oh.
Upon completing 18...
Yes, if your answer was C, then yes, that was the correct answer. I missed it because I was cooking. Oh, well, that's okay. We have some other examples of this.
rounds with all 123 subjects, the experiment came to the following conclusion. 23% of the students always gave the right answer. 72% conformed to the majority at least once. And 5%.
Isn't that crazy? 72% were like, listen, everybody else is giving a different answer than what I think it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and say the wrong answer. That was like, what? 72% of the people. I thought that was interesting.
Completely succumbed to peer pressure and always gave the obviously wrong answer. Asch's work also showed that if just one other acting student responded correctly, the effect of peer pressure decreased substantially. The experiment also showed that the opinions of 3 peers are enough to influence a student to change his mind. Increasing the number beyond 3 confederates did not increase the levels of conformity.
That's crazy. One person speaking up and said, I don't think this is the right answer. I think my answer is going to be this. Automatically made other people start to question things. Second, if 3 people said it, then it significantly took down how many people just went with the group. I was like, OMG. All it takes is 3 people.
Among others. Or put differently, if 3 people say something obviously wrong and there is no one to disagree with them, many of us agree with the wrong answer and start lying due to our deeply human desire to fit in.
What?
Since then, Asch's experiment has been successfully replicated many times, and the effect remains significant, especially among women and homogeneous peer groups. In 1955, Asch famously said, "The tendency to conformity in our society is so strong that reasonably intelligent and well-meaning young people are willing to call white black. This is a matter of concern. It raises questions about our ways of education and about the values that guide our conduct." What do you
That
think?
was interesting.
Would you have conformed or stuck to the truth? Do you see the Asch's effect in your daily life or in social media? And what can we as adults or educators do to give young people today the strength to stand up and speak the truth? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
So I am curious, do you feel like if you were in this particular study and everybody else in the room, you looked at that chart and you thought to yourself, I'm going to say C is the answer. But then everybody else, you don't have the chart in front of you anymore. So everybody else starts to say B, 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 B is the answer. Would you be able to like stick with what you've seen from the very beginning? I'm curious. Right, Jason? Same. Same. All right, let's check out this one.
What is an example of groupthink? Have you ever wondered how a group can make such poor decisions despite having smart individuals? This phenomenon is known as groupthink. It happens when a group
Wait, I have
values
to
harmony.
pause this for a second. Hold on. So JP says I'd stick with my first answer. I know what I know. And then Johnson says she liked to think that she could. Andy says she'd fight people. Don't gaslight me, hoes. Alicia says I would have changed. I don't think I would have changed my answer. Oki says she would change her answer. Grandma Sherry says gray gang. I usually refuse to give up, so I'd be arguing. That's chasing. She's a sociology professor who can't believe I ended up in these groups. But seriously, none of this is studied. I believe it. Online, I'm sure, causes a totally different effect for sure. I can imagine. But the pressure is still, in my opinion, is still there. So, yes, I would. I've learned in my 50 plus years on this rock to go with your initial thought. Yep. Go with your gut. Kim said she'd stick to her guns too. Okay. Let's be real. Chase and I would be leading the class by the end of it all. Chasing and you would not be in a class together. See how that works? You'd be in separate classes on purpose because they can't have all these disruptors in one class together. I chose C, but would have had to bust out the ruler before committing. No, you couldn't bust out a ruler, so you may have gone with the B. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, Pookie. Nothing wrong with that at all, Marlena. JP, you're right. See how that works? Oh, Lord. Not Okie just agreeing with JP because it's groupthink. Right, Jason? I was thinking C, but then I was like, no, this is a trick question. I'm behind in the stream. Okay, Liz, you'll catch up to us. Hey, Jamal, good to see you. All right. Okay, let me go to the next one because there is a different one that I want to go over to, but these ones are kind of important before I get there. So,
Harmony and agreement over critical thinking. This can lead to ignoring different viewpoints and
enjoy
making
the beach,
irrational
friends.
choices. A classic example of groupthink is the decision-making process that led to the Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961. During this event, United States government advisors came together to plan an invasion of Cuba. Despite having doubts and warnings from some members, the group collectively supported a flawed plan. Their
Oh,
strong desire to maintain unity and avoid conflict caused them to overlook alternative strategies and critical objections.
oh no.
This ultimately resulted in a disastrous military failure. This example shows how
Hey,
groupthink
Leland.
can lead a group to ignore risks and suppress dissenting voices. It highlights a breakdown in reasoning that is essential for sound decision-making. When a group experiences groupthink, they fail to clearly identify the problem, consider diverse viewpoints, evaluate evidence, and remains open to changing their assumptions.
Okay.
Instead, they prioritize conformity over the pursuit of truth, which can lead to serious mistakes.
Okay.
Recognizing groupthink is important. Symptoms include self-censorship, an illusion of unanimity, and pressure on those who disagree.
Hold on.
To combat
I'm going to have to Google what that means. What does unanimity mean? Agreement by all people involved or consensus. Okay, thank you. All right, ma'am, need you to I need the group think for dummies. Maybe, I don't know. Oh wait, I'm gonna click on this one. You guys are gonna be mad because the way I do research, this one is cool and stuff, but I'm ready. Give me more. So I'm gonna go to this one because this says what is groupthink and how to.
In this video, I want to answer the question, what is groupthink?
Thank you, Mike.
Psychologist Irving Janis studied the way that groups make decisions.
Okay.
What he found was that the process that the group takes often acts to inhibit properly exploring all of the options. People find disagreement uncomfortable. That inhibits proper discussion.
You're more than welcome to, Jamal. This is not, I know you're doing Hive Mind, which is very similar to groupthink, but all of the information we can possibly get would be great. But your live yesterday kind of inspired me to see these group dynamics that do happen both in real life and on online. Just thinking of the two communities and listening to your comparisons, I was just like, how does this happen? How do people get in that space? I really, really want to understand it. So there you go. I feel like Nunya is trying to hypnotize us into groupthink. I'll see you all later. I am not. But Beefergs, enjoy the beach. Okay?
Discussion of alternatives, and the group will start to seek agreement before it's properly ready to. As the group approaches consensus, dissenting voices will increasingly be rejected or, equally likely, self-censored. People will refrain from saying what they think they ought to say for fear of creating disagreement and therefore setting the group back.
So people who are in a groupthink situation, when they do speak up, basically they'll be shunned. And so it kind of makes them self-censor themselves from there. It's interesting.
And therein lies the problem. Janice said that concurrent seeking becomes so dominant in a cohesive group that it tends to override realistic appraisal of alternative courses.
This whole live is a trigger for nonsense. She's punching air right now. Prove me wrong. Why would she be? I can't. Listen. You know what? Maybe that's what I need to research, like how to manage your own triggers. That's what I need to. I bet you there's some psychology videos out there about that, but okay.
Of action. When a group falls prey to groupthink, decisions are increasingly based on what we all know. Uncomfortable, inconvenient, dissenting knowledge is ruled out. And yet often, it's those inconvenient facts which ought to be
Really, Kendra? I didn't know that.
Leading us to a different and better decision. If individuals feel inhibited from challenging the consensus,
Hi, my Asch.
then important and relative information and ideas fail to get introduced. It's also worth noting that the group tends to have a higher collective confidence in the decision that it made than individuals would have had in that decision had they taken it individually.
Really?
What this means is that groups can tend to endorse higher risk options that individuals might have been willing to endorse on their own.
What? Did y'all hear that? Did you catch it? I know y'all are in the chat talking mess. I'm going to go back and replay that. Listen to that. Let me slow it down because some of y'all I know you'd be like, Nunya, I don't even understand what the hell he's saying. You're going way too fast. Here we go.
Is ruled out. And yet often it's those inconvenient facts which ought to be leading us to a different and better decision. If individuals feel inhibited from challenging the consensus, then important and relative information and ideas fail to get introduced. It's also worth noting that the group tends to have a higher collective confidence in the decision that it made than individuals would have had in that decision had.
So when the group makes a decision about something, their confidence in their decision that they've made is greater, their confidence is greater than in the group than their confidence in that same exact decision as an individual person. Wow.
Have they taken it individually?
But listen to where it goes.
What this means is that groups can tend to endorse higher risk options that individuals might have been willing to endorse on their own.
Groups can endorse higher risk options than people on an individual basis, which means as a group, if we make if we make a decision, we're all going to be confident in it, but the decision that we'll make together in this group think is going to be a more dangerous option than one we made by ourselves. Wow. I didn't know that. No, Lisa, they're not even talking about a leader of the group think. It's just the group thinks together. Like, it's not even really about a leader. Yeah. Is that kind of what we were told yesterday? That's because we have a friend that agrees with them. We should too. Maybe. I don't know.
Their own. This frightening characteristic of groupthink, the group moving to a more and more risky position, with individuals feeling inhibited from challenging that, is known as risky shift, and has in the past led to some disastrous decisions from groups prey to groupthink.
Facts in 11.
And it's certainly the case that groups are more likely to fall prey to groupthink the more cohesive they are and the less diverse they are. Another characteristic we need to be aware of.
Give me diversity or give me death.
In groupthink is the impact of particular individuals who are particularly authoritative, influential, or charismatic.
Ash, listen, the day that you agree with me, no matter what, we are in a really bad state because you're willing to take more risks because you have more backup, which reinforces your decision. Yes. Groupthink turns into cult behaviors. I'm sure it can. God forbid somebody have their own perspectives and have friends with differing perspectives. The anti-BJ chats are basically the sister wives of Krama at this point. what's the comparison there? I would love to know. Or are you saying like the creators are sister wives with each other? I'm curious. What's the comparison? You gotta put it in layman's terms for me. Hey, True Seeker.
Whether that comes about because of their leadership role or their technical expertise or their personality, these individuals can often anchor the group by stating their opinion and inhibiting, through that charisma, that influence, that authority, inhibiting other members of the group from properly expressing their view.
Interesting. So they're not leaders. They are key people. So those are the key people. The key people make sure that the group stays thinking together. Got it. This is a good one.
Particularly if they run counter to the views of that individual, whilst others who support their views or want to be seen to support the individual will pump up their views and therefore, again, trigger a risky shift towards a more extreme version of that individual's views. And of course, once a group starts to approach a decision, it can be psychologically harder for individuals to change their mind, particularly if they have expressed a view already that is in support of that position, because then they would lose face. All of this combines to create the conditions for bad decision making, which are exacerbated when time is at a premium and the group doesn't feel that it's got enough time to properly discuss every aspect of the situation. The response, therefore, has to be strong facilitation, mindful of a process which is going to overcome the risk of groupthink.
Oh, here we go. So this is how you avoid the groupthink and how you override groupthink. Okay, get your pens and papers ready. Here we go. I hear Nunya's wheels turning listening to this. You know they are. You know that they are. Let me tell you, the sad part about this is they'll be like, look at this psychology. She's such a master manipulator putting this out there for people to see. She's over there trying to tell people how to think and what to do and where to go and who the key people factors are. That's what it'll end up being. And it's none of that. It literally is just, I found this interesting. I started watching it. I was bored and I was like, you know what? Let me watch it with other people and see what they think, you know?
And giving the group plenty of time to discuss its decision before calling for either a consensus or a vote, or for the individual in charge to make the decision based on the discussion.
Okay.
If you want to move towards better group decisions, there are a number of steps that you can take. And the first is to start with a diverse team. The more homogeneous your team is, the more we all...
The more homogeneous. Hold on. What does homogeneous genius mean? It's an old-fashioned term for homologous. Let's go down here. Well, it says of the same kind or alike. Okay. All right. Okay, we got it. Sorry, I'm gonna have to look up some of this shit because I don't know, of one. Yeah. Okay. Hey Madison, good to see you. And I built your channel. Ash, everybody built my channel. Everybody has come. They were so present in my lives. They shared out every live stream that I've ever done. They encourage people to go watch my channels. Everybody birthed it and built it. And also, they are paying my mortgage. I just want to put it out there. My mortgage is $4,000 a month. I don't think any of them are paying my mortgage at this point because I am not monetized. I do not drop my pay links, and I don't want that money because I pay my own mortgage. I pay my bills. My bills are paid. Trademarked Tammy, Anyway, so.
Share the same background, the same expertise, the same technical knowledge, then the easier it is to agree with one another. So introduce one or two individuals from a very different background.
Okay.
And make sure that in the facilitation of the group discussion, those individuals are allowed to ask the awkward, inconvenient, sometimes obvious questions.
Okay. So that could be a challenge here on YouTube. Let me tell you why. Because sometimes people come in and they'll ask questions, right? And I know that, like, I've seen it happen. I'm not just talking about my chat. I've seen it happen in a lot of chats. Somebody comes in and they're like, respectfully, or sometimes it's disrespectful as fuck, but respectfully, blah, 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 blah is my question. Why, why are you doing this? Why are you saying that? Don't you think you're doing the same thing? Whatever, right? Now, if instantly we as a chat are like, shut up, stupid. Shut up. We don't even want your questions. You're blocked. Then we are really that's the first thing he said is allow people with those differences of opinions to come in and ask those questions and all of that. So it's interesting. I'm behind, but I ain't answering anything for your social experiment. Any palings previously dropped by that idiot mod Grandma Sherry are incorrect and disavowed by the creator. Shut up, Grandma. Don't talk about yourself like that. Because everyone wants to build their channel off of a perpetual anger monster who screams at a laptop every day for hours on end. Airball. Listen, I'm not going to tell you where to go or what to do. What I will say though, and my friends can tell you, today I was watching a stream or this morning I was watching a stream and I had to turn it off, but the person was reviewing nonsense. Let's say names. Okay. They were reviewing Nonsense's stream from last night and it does not appear that it was sped up. My stream was sped up, but theirs was not. And when I tell you she was on the verge of tears, on the verge, her voice was quivering because that damn Kraken. Apparently, Kraken has some very strong beliefs. Okay, I believe Kraken is a mod for Granny. I don't know. It's not really relevant. I'm just telling you where they could be found. Okay, so Kraken seems to have some really strong either religious or political beliefs. I don't know which one. I don't care which one. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, and Kraken must have gone in the chat. And when I tell you, she lost her shit. She said she was tired of coddling Kraken. She was tired of walking on eggshells around Kraken. And I don't know what Kraken said in the chat. I think it was just like, yo, you're talking about the far right, but you're acting like the far left, something like that. And man, the shit she spewed, she said they supported a rapist and they were this and they were that, and I was like, "Oh my god." It was bad. It was really bad and I couldn't help but laugh, okay? Me personally, the reason why I would laugh at that is because she her voice was quivering. Soup, I think I dropped it in our Discord maybe. I may have not have. I don't know. But I was just like, "Oh girl, please, get it together." I felt like she may have needed to, she was salivating after screaming all that out. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's not good. You cannot scream that, you want to have these open conversations, but somebody comes in that's on the opposite side of your thinking, and you're like, I'm tired of walking on eggshells around you. I'm like, damn, okay. Okay. But let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I have the clip. Hold on. Let me see what I got on my phone. Hold on. Because I did record part, but I can't show it because it's not redacted because I didn't have my do not disturb on. Let me see. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it. Hold on. Hold on.
They're not okay with the shit that's happening. They think expose them all. But I am fucking done being ridiculed and you guys using this. I'm offended. Nonsense. Fuck you. Be offended. I'm offended. You're fucking trying to make an excuse for a goddamn rapist. And 34 times felon, while a lot of people try to weaponize. Oh, you're a felon. You're fucking idolizing one. Give me a goddamn break. I'm sick of the goddamn games. You say you stand against racists while supporting and idolizing a fucking open racist. Be a realist. We're fucked.
That's it, folks. Going home. We're fucked. That's the end. You couldn't hear it? Oh, damn it. Oh, okay. All right. Slow it down and hold it proper, ma'am. Okay. All right. Hold on. My headphones are noise canceling, so I'm sure that it's going to. I can't slow it down. Let me see. I don't think, because I record on that shit. Hold on. Oh, let's go 50%. Okay, let's see what that does. Oh, God, that was terrible. Hold on.
With the shit that's happening. They think expose them all. But I'm fucking done being ridiculed and you guys using this. I'm offended.
Hold on.
They're not okay with the shit that's happening. They think expose them all. but I am fucking done being ridiculed and you guys using this. I'm offended. Nonsense. Fuck you. Be offended. I'm offended that you're fucking trying to make excuses for a goddamn rapist. And a 34-time felon, while a lot of you try to weaponize idolizing one. Give me a goddamn break. I'm sick of the goddamn games. You say you stand against racists while supporting and idolizing a fucking open racist. Does this make me left-leaning? No, it makes me a realist. We're fucked. Expose.
Listen, say what you want to say. I know, like, it just, to me, it was like, and that was like part of her rant to Kraken, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't know what Kraken said exactly, but I was just like, damn, we have an open conversation. Like, that was like, oh, okay. Like, for me, it just made me chuckle because it was just like, damn, she's really, really mad. Was that you? She was snapping on Kraken? Oh, is Kraken here now? Yeah, it was. It was, because I actually cut off part of it, and part of it, she starts off at first, because there's actually, I have a longer clip. She starts off, but I clipped it down. Hold on. Let's see. Cancel. Let's see. Yeah, here's a longer clip. Hold on.
Right-wing beliefs. The extreme right wing. Right? I've never ever attacked you for your right-wing beliefs. I've coddled them. Again, you have to sleep at night knowing that you're okay in supporting a rapist. A court-adjudicated rapist. I don't have to, because I'm fucking not. When I say I stand against things happening to children, women, I also say expose them all. Expose the entire Epstein file. Name and shame every one of them that are corrupt. I don't give a fuck if they have a D or an R behind their name. When I say I stand against these things, I mean it, and it means all the way up to the fucking White House. I come with understanding that it is fucking weird to idolize a fucking Cheeto that sits behind a desk.
Mhm.
Politicians work for us, and we are letting them use us for fucking games and propaganda. I've always respected the people who have adored Trump. Most of my friends adore Trump, vote for Trump. But guess what? We have hard conversations. And I know what they thought they were voting for. I know what they stood for. Most of them are old school conservatives. Again, that's not what this is. They're not okay with the shit that's happening. They think expose them all. But I am fucking done being ridiculed and you guys using this. I'm offended. Nonsense. Fuck you. Be offended. I'm offended that you're fucking trying to make excuses for a goddamn rapist. And a 34-time felon, while a lot of you try to weaponize, oh, you're a felon out here. What are you fucking idolizing one? Give me a goddamn break. I'm sick of the goddamn games. You say you stand against racists while supporting and idolizing a fucking open racist. Does this make me left-leaning? No, it makes me a realist. We're fucked.
I don't know. For me, I was just like, listen, there is nobody that can convince me at this point that she is not extreme left. I don't really give a fuck what side you're on. I don't really care. Believe what you want to believe. Don't like who you don't like. Just don't force me to believe what you believe, and don't force me to like have to go along with what you believe in. That's all I ask. So, but I heard that last night, or no, I heard that this morning, excuse me. And I was like, oh God. Oh Lord, is that the way we have open tough conversations, is to scream at somebody and tell them they support a rapist? Like, I was just like, this doesn't seem like it. Anyways, back to the video though. That's just a perfect example that, came up for me when I was listening to it.
That force the experts to justify their position. Second, never let the experts, the leaders, or the charismatic individuals state their position early, because then you run the risk of other people polarizing around that position, either in opposition to somebody that they always disagree with or in support of somebody.
Never let key people state a position early. I don't know what he means by early. Hold on, let's listen.
Whose favor they want to gain, or whose opinion they trust uncritically.
Oh, so if they say something first, it's kind of like they've gotten the upper hand, I'm guessing, maybe, because they're kind of putting their narrative out there, or putting whatever they want their believers to believe. But that to me doesn't work online, because like everybody's trying to be the first person, and sometimes it's not good to just be the first person speaking. Like, so maybe that's one that we can't really apply to online, maybe. I don't know.
Third, before you even start the process of looking for options, let alone making a decision, start with a round robin which gets as much of the evidence, the facts, the opinions, the knowledge on the table. That way, those inconvenient truths are there in the discussion from the start. You're less likely to find resistance.
Listen, Chasing, I just want you to know. Okay, let me tell you what I told my friends today, okay? My friends and I, we have a lot of open, tough conversations constantly. We don't all believe in the same things. We don't all agree on the same like religious or political stances, okay? We can be very, very opposite and different, although we do agree on some things sometimes. I had to tell them today to go and watch Moon's stream. If you haven't, I'm not a supporter as far as that goes, but Moon reviewed it, okay? And Moon is reviewing nonsense. All right. And during the stream, they're having a debate, okay? They're debating if Jesus was a refugee or not. That like let that sink in, okay? Now, I don't care what you believe. Again, I like I'm just saying, I don't care what you believe in. I don't care who you support. But it was an hilarious conversation because here's Kyle and Nonsense having this conversation about Jesus being a refugee. Maybe it's God, maybe it's Jesus. Who knows? The big white guy in the sky. And then here is Moon, who is now arguing with them about Jesus being a refugee, not being a refugee. And it was back and forth. And honestly, I found it quite entertaining and it made me laugh. So yeah, God was a refugee. Yeah, and then Kyle was like, Kyle is like, he's like, Jesus, you mean Jesus? And he's like, and she's like, God, they call him God. That's why they call him God. I'm like, do they though? Like, who is they? Who is they? You know, who is they? Anywho, so, um, yeah, again, if you need a good laugh, go and watch it because it was pretty good to me. She still had some valid points on some of the other stuff, but yeah. Anyways, I'd like to interject. Of course you would. Who is they? Right. Who is the they calling Jesus God and vice versa? I don't know who they was. Somebody called Jesus God or God Jesus. I don't know. Well, welcome, Kraken. I've always come to Nunya and Jones's chat, but I too left that whole gang over there a little over a month ago. No more pissing on my leg and telling me it's raining. Listen, here's my thing. Kraken, I don't have when I seen you come into the chat yesterday, I just wanted to make sure you weren't there like attacking anybody, but you weren't. You just came in and you were respectfully speaking. I respect that. We don't have no beef. You never did anything to me. I never seen you be crazy. So, I will say you may not like people, but you've been respectful from what I've seen. So, anyways, it's not funny. His parents were refugees. Yes, they were. I'm not laughing at that. I was laughing at the back and forth that you were doing. Like you would play her stream and then you were saying something that refuted what she said. That's what I'm laughing at. So just to be sure. Just just to be sure, okay? All right, let me finish.
To them being rediscussed than you would to having them introduced at a later stage in the discussion.
Right, Kim?
Next, make sure you discuss all of the options and their pros and cons before calling on people to express an opinion. If you must take a vote, the best way to do it is by secret ballot.
Discuss all the options before calling for opinions. Okay, before I say what my idea is, what is something that I know that I've seen a lot of people do, but what is a way that you've seen a creator do this? Discuss all the options before calling for opinions. What do you think? Like, well, like what? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Like, have you ever seen that? Hey, AC, good to see you. Moon, I seriously, I am not debating it with you. I don't disagree with you. I like anyone who's a free thinker with morals. Facts. Those are my people. Those are my people. Anybody who can see outside the box, and it doesn't always have to be black and white. Okay, the question is, what is something you've seen a creator do that could cause a discussion it could cause a discussion on all of the options on a situation before getting opinions on it? Maybe. I don't know. Not cracking make me indoctrination. Hold on. What does indoctrination mean? I don't even know how some of y'all are. I can't even understand you roasting somebody. Okay, teachings. Okay, great. Thanks. No, because I feel like if you listen, if you Golden, I feel like if Kraken unblocked you, it'd be all bad. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so salary okay, you are allowed to come to the realization that you no longer align with something that a creator is doing and leave. It's called growth. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Okay. Um, okay, somebody said it. Somebody said polls. That is a good one. Kraken, do you have Jamal blocked? I will ask for him because he's an okay guy. Polls is one. The other thing is like, have you ever heard a creator? What I was thinking of that is like when you, if I'm reviewing somebody and they're like, "Oh, did you hear that? She said blah blah blah. It must mean this, right?" And you go on the flip side and you're like, well, now wait a second. Maybe she could have meant this. Or maybe this is what they were trying to say. Like they give them kind of the benefit of the doubt at times. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure my block list is rather lengthy. Damn, Kraken. Listen, no shade because I've heard people have really long ones. They were very proud. Kraken unblocked me. It just happened today. You got blocked too, JP? Wow, like she really is out there blocking everybody. Well, I'm grateful that you've never blocked me. I mean, not that I know of. What is crazy is when creators are fighting and a sub will agree with one and go to another chat and agree with that one. Listen, and they were just over there in that person's chat agreeing with the opposite thing. Yeah, yeah, Kendra, it is. Or when one will trash, absolutely be disgusting and trash somebody. Let's say, I don't allow it, but let's say it happens in my chat, and then they turn around and they go to that same person's chat and they're like, sorry for the bad things I said. It's all good now. Thank you. Please accept me. Let me in. I don't know. I feel like creators gaslight us. They say things like, I'm not saying he deserved to die, but he sucked. Things like that. Huh. Okay. But you don't ask for me, burn. Well, I don't want you going after her. I'm just concerned. Not that you'd go after her. That sounds bad, like you'd attack her. I don't think so, but I think you like, I don't know. I don't know. Give it time, Golden, okay? She's just like one day fresh, okay? Okay, all right. You're safe from the okay. I'm too nosy to block me too. Then they get the temperature of the chat. So they say it and then they try and see like how's this going to go over? Oh, that didn't go well. Let me dial it back. I don't know. Listen, I thought all of these people were better than this. I wish they could just simmer down a little and take a moment. True. Hey, Brittany, your laughing had me laughing. My husband was like, "What is so funny?" Sorry, Jiggy. Listen, I don't have that kind of laugh, Jiggy, but Jonesin, listen, if you hear Jonesin like her belly laugh, you cannot help but laugh at her belly laugh for sure. I don't think I was blocked. I wasn't either, Soup. Go figure. You and I, two very outspoken women. That is what socks accounts are for. I've watched entire chats turn their opinion to fit in. Okay, so let me tell you, Brittany, I don't blame you for that one. I have 3 people blocked. I think I may be at about 5 now, Soup. And that's mostly for my sanity. That's about it. But what I was going to say is, you know what else it makes me think of is, okay, so I'm going to use JP as an example, okay? Don't come for JP. She did not send for you. All right. So JP at one point in time was in the hive, right? And she would come and she'd go any and everywhere. Okay. Everybody knew that. Not a big deal. Okay, great. But it would be as if, or where I see it at, is it's as if JP comes into our chat, right? And she's like, just saying her opinions or like expressing what she feels about something. Okay. And then she goes back to wherever her friends are hanging out. Okay. And that's cool. Like no big deal, no problem with that. All right, great. But then her friends tell her like, "Oh, you shouldn't hang out with them. Like those bitches are crazy. Did you see what that bitch Nunya did? She's all kinds of crazy, right?" And then all of a sudden JP is like, "You know what? Yeah, Nunya is crazy and I don't want to have anything to do with her. I'm not going over there anymore. I won't fuck with that." Like that's what I see happen so many times. People who are perfectly fine with you and cool with you, they'll just turn because somebody else didn't like you. Like they don't like you because somebody else didn't like you. And it like that is very it's very interesting to me. I respect that, JP. I'm the same. I don't get blocked. I don't get blocking. It's weird. Well, sometimes it's for your own peace, okay? I'm just going to defend I think I'm at 5. But okay, Golden, Kraken sees you. So if you can't see Kraken, stop talking shit because that means you blocked her. Oh, that's too funny. For real, Jiggy. Exactly. Um okay. Oh, you came in on your alt. So you have 2 Golden Saurus accounts? How did that work? Or because you like someone they don't, or don't like someone they do. Yeah, so if you like, or honestly, all you really have to do, like somebody was saying the other day, like I'm strongly right now, I'm really disagreeing with a lot of the opinions that somebody who I respect in the community is having, right? And what I noticed is recently is I noticed that there's a very like there's a disconnect happening, right? But they're not willing to like have a conversation to like, you know, come to an understanding, so to speak. So if if that person now like blocks me without even having a conversation, I'm like, okay, well, like you just don't like my opinions. And ultimately I'm an asshole on the internet that can give opinions about anything. So I don't know. I got blocked once for telling someone facts isn't a trusted source. Oh Lord, not facts. I can respect that. I can respect that completely, Kraken. Can you explain who Ellie is? Is she the one who went on Laura's and did she ever have a channel? I think she said she was with QB for some time. Was her name just Ellie? Yeah, she's just Ellie, Jill. And she has Ellie 1234 Infinity accounts. And she was very in at the Hive back in the kind of in the I won't even say the beginning date. She was at the Hive before I came around, and I came around in like January, like December, January 23, 24 ish. So she was over there during that time when Joneson, Dietz, and myself left, and Joneson and I ended our friendships with Queen. She was still over there, and she tried to being friends with both of us, but riding the fence apparently made her hoo-ha hurt, and she was running information back and forth amongst the sides, and so she decided to hop off the fence. She was still with Queen at the time. We didn't have anything to do with her, and for like a year after that, she was there. And then when the coverage for Sebastian Rogers started, she did actually go away. She still came back if the topic was Jones and Dietz or Nunya. She was on that panel. You can clock that because those live streams are out there. However, other than that, she wasn't really around for a lot of the rest of it. So there's your answer for that one. And she is not Emily Pickles. So I'm just going to say that. And she's a totally different person, and I don't know how you could not remember her. Her dog yips in the background constantly. Constantly. It like the dog sounds like it's freaking out at all times. I don't know if it's a service dog or not. I don't know. Never had a channel. No. No, she never had her own channel. She was a subscriber who talked a lot of shit, and she was on Queen's panel a lot talking shit. So I also do not feel, just in my own personal opinion, I do not feel like she is in a good space um, with her own. I don't think she's in a good headspace. That's what I'll say. And I wish the best for her. And I wish that she would, seek out any type of help that she may need. So, and she has attachment issues to a channel called iTow. She was gaslit for a year, and by some, and made to be seemed very crazy during that time. And so here we are. So yeah, I'll give her that. Okay. Um. Okay. She constantly said, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Right. Right. Anywho, but there's your answer. All right. She does talk fast and doesn't stop talking. She does stop talking because she needs the reassurance when she's talking. But then again, Jill, why ask me? I'm just saying, she said I am one of the, listen, and this is what I think is hilarious, like when people on the internet talk about you and they don't even know you. So according to Ellie, okay, according to Ellie, I am one of the most insecure people here on the internet. I seek nothing but validation from all of my subscribers. The only reason why I come live is so you all can make me feel good about me. I tried to say that with the with the straight face. It didn't work very well. Hey, Coffee and Skeletons. I felt so bad for Emily Pickle. She was being attacked. Oh well, you know what? So I respect the fact that she was being misunderstood in the chat, so she hopped up. The problem is, and I agreed with Granny on this, just because you have a difference of opinion, when you are the one person in a space with the difference of opinion, and there's 500 or 200 or five even other people who don't disagree with you, that can, that can be, it feels like a lot, but ultimately, like, that's just, it is what happens. People aren't there to disagree with you or to agree with you. Like, everybody is just having their own opinions. So that's the part that I did disagree with. But no, like, I Emily and I have talked in the past behind the scenes, but we haven't talked for, I mean, I'm willing to probably say maybe 5 to 7 months ish. And 90% of our conversations were about her personal life, and stuff she had going on. So, she is not a part of the HOA, to be clear. I know she was accused of that, but she's definitely not a part of the HOA. Also, because the HOA is dead and gone. And I wish I had that. But don't you worry. As soon as Deets is off Nana duty and can absolutely come forward and do a live stream and is not sick, we are having the funeral for the HOA. Okay. So everybody can see it is dead and it is gone. No, the HOA is dead, Chasing, and you are going to participate in the funeral services. I don't care what you say, it is gone. Using God's name in vain for me has been a big one, but I let it slide. I won't anymore. Good for you. You can't forget who you are. Like, that's the biggest thing. This place has a way of making us compromise who we are, and I mean, I definitely would say there has been times where I did I did make choices, or I white knighted. We were having this conversation a couple weeks ago too. I've absolutely white knighted for a person here and looked stupid as hell in the end of it. But ultimately, it was just like, okay, learning lesson, won't happen again. Fuck the HOA. I don't disagree. That bitch is dead. Let her rest in peace. Funerals don't work either. Trust me, we had a few. You've put them to rest and they still stay alive. Nope, the HOA is definitely not dead and they are definitely afraid of it. Why? Are we burying the goalpost with the HOA asking for a friend? Listen, that goalpost has ran away. We don't the HOA did have potential. I will give it that. It did have the potential. It did have the ability to bring people together and to make people laugh on the days where like shit was really ridiculous, you know? Like some people don't know we had to permanently ban B Tim from the HOA. I've been going through the old HOA meetings to look at some stuff. We had to permanently ban B Tim. We had to vote JP because we didn't even want that bitch to come in our community, you know? But no, girl, let me shut this off because clearly we're talking about other stuff. Okay. There's no more mind control streams here, Beefergs. You're safe, Buford's. But listen, JP came and tried there were 3 votes. 3 votes before she barely slid her ass on in there, and we had to give her the what do you call it? The annex. That was her consolation prize. She didn't care. She still. I think I said fuck the HOA daily. You know what? Honestly, Kraken, you could still say it every day here, and I would not mind. I would not mind at all. I wouldn't mind. Oh. Um One thing I will say though is we had a lot of good times. We had a lot of good laughs there. And unfortunately, it died. It died because if you're not angry, what are you even doing in your life? Okay? I don't even think you know what you're doing in your life. And then there was this amazing, amazing intro that whatchamacallit made for us, that Deets made for us. Amazing. Yeah, Christmas is absolutely canceled. Don't even think about a Christmas carol. Not at all. There's no Christmas carols. There's no Christmas. It's canceled. It's just Griftoween, Griftsgiving, and Griftmas. It's all you're getting at this point. There's nothing else we have to offer you, okay? And if you have a complaint to file because you're upset about the HOA dying, then I'm just going to let you know, file your complaint in the trash can. Okay? Because it's dead. I love the HOA. It showed me you ladies knew how to laugh and have fun. Yeah, we do. And, this place can get pretty heavy. I'm not going to lie. Life in general is heavy. Who wants to come on the internet and have it be heavier? Meanwhile, here I am talking about groupthink. It's all good though. I can laugh at my own damn self for saying it. See how that works? I say do Christmas on crack instead. What is Christmas on crack? Didn't she get the junkyard area? She got the annex. Yeah, we gave her basically like a barn out back, is what she got to have, is what JP got to have. Yeah. And she was totally fine with that. I'm just glad that I helped with it then. I get it though. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you addressed the things. Prior to the HOA, I was calling you all skank hoes. Wow. And you listen. So the HOA caused you from calling us skank hoes, changed up. You calling us skank hoes over to calling us what? Funny hoes? Funny skanks? What did the end result end up coming to? Them bitches? Like I'll even take that. I'm totally fine with that. Oh, I B Fergs, that I can complete. I don't think I ever had a problem with that because I knew exactly where you stood and I knew exactly why you stood there. So I still have a lot of fun here. I try to pick my battles with more discretion now. That's good, Jill. That's good. Good for you. Josen went to jail at one point. So did AMAC. Yes, we had the jail calls that we played. Yep. You won her over with comedy. Before the HOA, this place was really serious. I think there was some funny times though. I don't know. It was a place you kind of could lay down your BS and enjoy each other's company and laugh a little. That was the whole point to it, though, Kim, was to be able to allow people from opposite sides to just come in and laugh at everybody. You know, like laugh at your own favorite creator, laugh at the creator you don't like just put it all together there, you know? I have a list of those who live in anger. I just want to know, did the YouTube anger come first, or did their real life anger bring out the YouTube anger? Hmm. I So to me, I would say I hear three people. Okay, I'm gonna give it three. So three people that I can think of that I hear angry almost every day. Okay, we won't name names. Okay, just talking in general terms here. Out of those three people, I would say the real life anger was brought out by the YouTube anger for two of them. One of them, I would say the YouTube anger came into their real life anger, if that makes sense. I think they escaped Alcatraz style. No, they got out. It was back to Funanya Funya. That's funny. HOA was great entertainment. This is something to think about. I hope you ladies are very good with improv. I think you but so I do want to put it out there. Every HOA meeting had a script, and while the wittiness or the improv was, obviously, like I would say like the first 7 minutes of it, that's definitely scripted. But everything we did from there, it was just kind of like, it was stuff happening in the chat, people interacting. Like we built off of what everybody else was bringing to the table. So definitely. I wish I could see what you said today. What I said where? Where did what do you mean? But thank you. I wish I could see what you said today. But thank you. Okay, you're welcome. The drama is draining. I couldn't do it all the time. I couldn't do it. It's too much. And especially like if these people were my friend, let me tell you, when Joneson was going through a lot and getting dogpiled by people, like talking to my friend on the phone and hearing her be, beat up, or hearing her be, discouraged or beating up on herself or angry or her feelings hurt or all that stuff, like that shit makes it even harder to not want to fight, because I'm hearing my friend heartbroken, I'm hearing my friend really hurt about this, and like fuck you. But like ultimately, like, and again, she already knows this, but like she was feeding into that shit too. So like you do you really want it to stop? You need to stop, and eventually she got to the point where she found ways that worked for her to make it stop, and it did. And she, during that time, she was able to heal and get some thicker skin, and we moved on from there. So the thing I like most about the HOA was it brought everyone together for a minute, with the exception of the super haters. I think that the only people who didn't participate was the Hive. I really think that. It really has gone above and beyond, unlike anything I've ever seen. What you talking about? All I do is laugh at everyone. Well, there you go. Then we're not talking about you. I'm just saying. I think those making the most money need the anger to sustain it. There are the others who have real life stuff going on, but this is their release. Both influence the other. Okay. You can get filled with hate. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'll name the names. GW and Nonsense, two top anger creators around her. I disagree, JP. I would actually say Queen and Nonsense. In my head, the two of them, it was Queen and Nonsense. Their real life anger comes into YouTube anger, and GW was her YouTube anger turned into real life anger. It's the opposite. Like the shit going on YouTube impacted her real life, so that made her angry. That's just my thought. But again, because we are not in groupthink, we can agree to disagree there. Nonsense would still be a member if the HOA hadn't conspired to humiliate her with Christmas cards juxtapositions. This is true, Golden. Yeah, if only that wouldn't have happened. It never did happen. But if only that wouldn't have happened. JP, to be fair, she has a right to be angry. Yeah. ChatGPT scripts behind the scenes. That's right. That's right. Money does bring out the worst in people. Yeah, reveals who they really are. I agree. Yeah. Oh, Jill, that's a good one too. I didn't even consider that. And I would say, yeah, I would say for him, I would say it's real life anger played out into YouTube anger. Yeah. Where she's blowing a gasket every day on a live, not healthy. No, it's not healthy at all to be that angry. Yeah, I don't think you have to, Kraken. I think you can still care and love for her. Like, you don't, please don't feel obligated to. Like, that's not, yeah. There are so many creators who are running at 10,000 miles per hour every day, be it with hate, drama, conspiracies, lies. It just gets really draining. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. We need a game night of improv. What kind of improv do you want to do, Amethyst? I didn't even know. Oh. I'm gonna skip over some of that just because I don't want to. I don't want to like. That's your conversation. I just love that she uses that as a reason. It's hilarious. It's the most hilarious. That and gaslighting. Hashtag bring back the HOA. We don't resurrect the dead. Just saying. I've been accused of it, and here I am, not doing that. What are you not doing? This is a group think stream. Damn it! Right, we're all supposed to think the same exact way. That damn Christmas Carol ruined everything. Who knew that it was the Christmas Carol heard around the world. That Christmas Carol destroyed lives, for gosh sake. I know. No shade. But in my opinion, I think Queen is more of a follower. I think people fill her head with nonsensical bullshit and she runs with it, thinking it's true, just saying no shade. Yeah, I can respect that. I can respect that completely. Sometimes you gotta just let the shit go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't hold on anymore. Let it go. Let it go. The HOA commercials were funny though. RIP. That's right. That's right. I'll be back under my twin. All Kraken has unblocked me. I fucking can't with Golden. Okay. So here's my thing. This is to Kim's point here. She says it's got to be affecting their personal life, in my opinion. Have you had, like, I'm sure everybody has experienced it. Okay. You have had a really rough day at work, right? It's been rough. Maybe you do customer service and your customers have been shitty. Maybe you do management and every fucking employee you have was a idiot today and you gotta, like, tomorrow hopefully will be better. Maybe you do, tech kind of work and every code you wrote just would not get it together. You couldn't throw it through user testing if your life depended on it, right? Like the day was just shitty from the start to the end. And now you get home. Okay. Now you get home and maybe your significant other needs you. Maybe your kids need you. Have you ever felt like at the end of the day, like with one of those kind of days, you're just like, oh, I don't have it to give. You know what I mean? Like I know for a fact, like there's been some days I've had to tell my husband, like, listen, I don't got it to give tonight. My cup is empty and that's all I got, you know? And he's had to come back and be like, okay, I get it. Like, let me go ahead and help you take care of that, or let me take care of this, or take this off of your life, or whatever, let me take these off of your hands, excuse me, and do these tasks or whatever. Hey, don't worry about it. I'll cook dinner, all that kind of stuff. Um, I, uh, Pointing out the crack, she did answer earlier. You probably didn't see it. I don't like everybody coming and asking her, because I feel some type of way about it. I know it's not you. You probably just came in and seen. But ultimately, she made a choice that she felt was best to be true to herself. Yeah. Anyways, but you get to the end of that day and you're just like, ugh, can we get to tomorrow so that this can reset? Okay. I'm sure everybody has had those kinds of days. I would imagine that's how these people are after they've logged off and had such a rough day on the internet. They've been angry, they're pissed. That doesn't like leave their mind when they log off. I don't know. I don't know. So, well, yeah, Jill, of course, like I mean, unless anybody here is millionaires, and I would highly doubt that, 100%, I would highly doubt that. Not judging your personal, financial status, but of course, um, so Jill, here's the thing. This particular chat isn't, it's, I don't think that anybody here doubts the impact that the Rico has had on Granny. But this particular chat isn't about Granny right now. We're just chilling, just talking. Um, I would ask that you could potentially, um, like just dial it back with the Granny simping for a second. I don't think anybody doesn't understand that she's been through things. I also think that there's nobody here that thinks she's completely innocent either. So, like, just to balance that out, okay? They absolutely are, Jill. Again, if you're, because I didn't say anything about your original question. Like, your original question was like, you know, um, have you ever had like financial issues stress you the fuck out? Your original question, fine, it's on topic, no problem. People get stressed out all the time about finances, so I'm sure that you know um a lot of people can relate to that, but bringing it back in, I think that that's wrong to do to Granny. That's my opinion, because this isn't really about her. And if anything, knowing that there's knowing that others are in here, or Brittany is in here, to do that is to just stir shit, and I'm not a fan of that. So I thank you for not continuing it, or to keep it in general. That'd be great. I'd appreciate that. Um, let's see. I had to pay to bury family members, and then had to pay for probate court, a little deeper than YouTube drama court. Same, we built a foundation together. Who said, what did you say? Found to build. Respect you for saying that. I wish everyone would have that same attitude when they leave a creator. What did she say? You probably didn't have a bunch of subs pay for it either, I'm assuming. Oh, here we go. Of course, when my husband and I were young and newly married, we were broke. I know that's right. But I didn't project my money problems onto other people. I'm built different. Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that too. I mean, really, I don't, um, I do not doubt that Jill is not a good person. I don't, I also don't doubt that she doesn't have her friend's best interest at heart. Oh, thank you. Actually, we're gonna do this. Um, but it's just, if we're not having a conversation about the beef, why do we like have to talk about the beef, so to speak? We're just kind of talking in general terms and having a conversation. So to bring in the beef makes me feel like you're just stirring shit. I hope that can, be understood. But I'm a fan of your sarcasm. You're welcome. You're welcome, Golden. Leaning on the cubicle wall with the coffee mug. That'd be great. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want that. That's good. That's really good. I can appreciate that. Had a choice, she could have been the bigger person. I think a lot of people would feel differently about the injunction. It's the behavior around the injunction. Yeah, okay, but I don't want to go into the injunction too far. So let's not listen. Listen. Don't make me turn this car around. Don't make me shut this live stream off for you people, okay? I'm just saying, y'all are leaning, you're leading slowly. This is how it happens, right? A stream that has nothing at all to do, nothing at all to do with anybody, okay? Somehow, some way, just slowly inches its way towards the BNN network. Like, I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go. Come on, let's go back. Let's go back this way. Let's go back this way. So, yeah, Lindsay, I agree. I agree. Now would be a great time to say 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves. I don't know. The 2 turtle. Listen, the turtle doves may they may activate indie. That's a sensitive subject too. That's right. Fuck cancer. Exactly. 2 turtle doves was also the end of, again, it was the end of a lot of things for people. Okay. I know, soup. I don't. Right. I listen. I just wanted the time to talk about it. To talk about the group think and how it goes and what it's like and all that. I learned something new today, and I thought it was pretty funny. Yes, the turtle doves. Those pesky turtle doves. Who knew? I have never seen a Christmas Carol piss off so many people. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Yes, you may say that, JJ. Thank you so much for your respectful statement and not putting any words or names to your statement. I respect your statement. I acknowledge your statement. Welcome into the chat. Okay? We are not a echo chamber. We are working to fight groupthink. So please feel free to express your opinions respectfully in the chat. Thank you. Currently, we are denouncing the thoughts on Christmas carols. Okay? No Christmas carols allowed any further. That's it. That's all. That's right, Captain Avi. Fuck cancer. I agree with that. Okay. Let me go and look at this. Fa la 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 la. Look at Kim. What about the French hens? I don't even know which one is. Yeah, the turtle doves killed. They absolutely killed Santa. He's out. He's gone. He's out for this season. Always choose C. That's what I learned. Thank you, Tess. At least you got something out of this. Absolutely. Thank you, Tess. Thank you for paying attention. All them birds. Exactly. The turtle doves did it. No, I think they were 7. I'd have to go back and listen. What were they? Now I'm curious. What actual line were they? Hold on, let me see. It's like a meeting of the deprogrammed. Well, he apparently didn't have a problem with it. I don't know. What about the children? We need Rudolph at least. Is there a Christmas Carol about Rudolph? Whatever there is not a Christmas Carol about that involves Christmas, then yes, you can still have it. Them's the rules. Them's the rules, okay? Landry. Okay, wait. I gotta go listen to let me go find the video really quickly of let's see. Hold please. I'm pretty sure that it's on Jones's page and it is old. So what is this? This is September. All right, I have homework. I'll be listening. Y'all have an awesome night. Good night, JP. Say what's up to Nunya for me. This is, oh shit. I just looked that up. September. So in YouTube time, September That's 10 months, which in YouTube time is really 8 months. 1 year ago. All right. All right, hold on. I'm looking for it. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, maybe she... Damn, did she hide? Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I just want to know what line they had. Tia the cat. Jonesin. Unsupervised maniacs. Actually, you know what? Here. You know what? We're going to do... Let's trigger them all, okay? Enjoy, Kraken. Thank you for coming by, and we appreciate your time. You're more than welcome here anytime as you look for space for yourself. Stay true to you. Okay. All right. We're going to show it real quick, okay? We're going to play it because I want to see what line was it that sent us all over the edge. It was the Christmas carol heard around the world.
We wish you Merry Christmas, we wish you Merry Christmas, we wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin.
Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We wish you Merry Christmas, we wish you Merry Christmas, we wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Y'all ain't right.
Dashing through the snow
Perfectly.
in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits
Look at Allie.
bright. What fun it is to ride and
How could
sing
that
a
not put a
sleighing
smile
song
on your
tonight.
face?
Jingle bells, jingle
Chasing.
all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey. Okay. Here we go. This is the real problematic part.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves
Problematic as fuck.
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens,
2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay.
On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
That's what it was. It was 4 calling birds. 4 calling birds. That's what did us in. The fucking calling birds. They should have called the right way.
On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a-laying,
The sweetest lady ever, Texas girl.
5 golden rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 7th day of Christmas, my true
Look at
love gave to
Brantley.
me 7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 8th day of Christmas, my
There's
true love gave to
Grandma.
me 8 babes a milking,
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 ladies dancing.
8 maids a milking.
This is the day we got the clips that from the creators who sang. We learned that A.F. Pennington could actually really sing. I was like, wow, okay then.
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
Look at TPE.
10 lords a leaping,
9 ladies dancing.
8 maids a milking,
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying, 5.
You know what else I never heard? I didn't hear T-Roll's outrage that A.F. Pennington outsang him on their matchup, one that they had. Just putting that out there.
5 golden rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love
Look
gave
at
to
Emmy.
me 11 pipers piping,
10 lords a leaping,
9 ladies dancing.
8 maids a milking,
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves.
Well, Steph B, we did it at first. We just were going to do creators. And then when we ran out, like we needed the creators, they took too long, a lot of them. So then we were like, okay, we just need subs who we could just grab right then and there, right? And so, but now that Christmas is canceled for this coming up year, we can't even ask you to be a part of that one. I'm very sorry.
And a partridge in a pear.
The AF lady wins at HOA Idol.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming,
11 pipers piping,
10 lords a leaping,
9 ladies dancing.
8 maids a milking,
7 swans a swimming.
6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves, and a pear tree.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Look at that. Merry Christmas. We hope you and your family have a happy and joyous Christmas season. See how terrible that was? That's what we got canceled over. Okay. That is what we got canceled. That's that's one of the things that got the HOA canceled. That's for damn sure. Jonesy worked really hard on that video. She did a really great job and put it all together. And she put it for Calling Birds. You did ruin it. Exactly. You so ruined it. And it was good because it was like all kinds of different creators from a bunch of different, places that all, came together and made the Christmas song, and it had never been done before. And yeah, the whole raw. But yeah, I'm blocking the four Calling Birds. Please do. God knows we don't need to be more canceled than we already are. We should do This Is Halloween. What is that? What is that? Is that a song? The hard part is getting people to record it and send it to you as quickly as possible. Because let me tell you, we had asked for, I think we gave like from the time we sent it out to the time we needed it back, like 3.5 weeks. Because it's the holiday season, stuff is coming up, all that kind of stuff. But on the flip side of it, I was like, okay, well, we gotta wrap it up, right? And literally, we got everything together Christmas Eve night, and Dietz and I were getting ready to like do Christmas with our family. Joneson had already finished doing it with her family, so she was like, I could put it together real quick and throw it together. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see what we can do then. And she threw it all together. You know what I mean? Oh, the monster mash. He did the monster mash. I know that one. This is Halloween is a song from the Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, let me go look it up. This is Halloween. Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay. The Citizens of Halloween. Oh, this is Disney. Hold on. I can't listen to it with you. So you're just gonna have to listen to my live react. Hey, Steffi, it's really good to see you. Oh. Oh, this is Halloween. See? Now listen, I'm gonna pause it there. I've listened to 36 seconds and I would have already been sold on it. I would have been sold to do This is Halloween because it would be perfect to have everybody it would have been perfect to have everybody like just send in a line of it. You just sing one line, whatever if you pause, you are fine. You think so? It's Disney. They are. I mean, again, what are they going to do? Like, hey, we're going to mute this part of your stream. I'm okay with that.
It's our time. Everybody scream. I am the one hiding under your bed.
Who's going to do that one? I am the one hiding under your bed. I don't know. I'm just saying. If it was still around, it may have been a cool thing to do for Halloween. But the fact that, hey, Stevie, you're a hoe. The fact that it is September 16th and you would literally have 4 weeks to launch that, it would not work. So, I have suggestions. Perfectly for what? Texas girl says, I volunteer. For what? Teeth ground sharp and eyes glowing red. Is that what it says? I love it so much. Whose bed? What? What are y'all talking about? I also volunteer. Oh, volunteer for what? It kind of is still around. No, it's accused of being around. It can be the HUA. No, we already have. I don't. Jonesy, you have the HOA. No, we already have a funeral song. You want to hear the HOA funeral song? Let me go to it. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find it. Hold, please. Hold on. I got to go to, where is my chat? There we go. Okay. Let me show you. Links. Okay, there's 2. This one. Leave. Thank you so much. And then this one. Actually, one I haven't even heard yet. I didn't realize there was 2 in here. Did I respond to the second one? I don't think I did. Okay, let's go listen to those ones real quick. Hold on. Please hold. Let's see what we could do here. Oh, yeah. I could do it there. Okay. Share screen. Citizens, this one. And that one. And go to history. Okay, so here's the first one. Oh, maybe. Close. Let's go to this one. Here we go.
They packed up their rules, their bylaws, their shame, left the cul-de-sac silent, no one to blame, no fines for the weeds, no letters in red. The HOA's gone, left this town for dead. They said, you heathens, you rebels who scorn, you mocked our kingdom, left us torn. Let the HOA rest in peace, so please stop.
Duh, Chasing. It's a funeral. You wanted it to be a happy song?
On to their minutes, their decrees. They're just ghosts in a conference room sky. Let their clipboards go, let them die.
This is depressing. It's a funeral song.
They built castles from mailboxes.
Let me play the other one for you then, okay? Maybe you'll like the other one better, okay? That's option number 1, okay? It seems, since all of you are very sad from it, it seems very fitting for the funeral. All right. Let me go play number 2 for you.
They packed up their rules, their bylaws, their shame. Left the cul-de-sac silent, no one to blame. No fines.
Okay. Johnson said to give you this.
The topic tonight is definitely this BS HOA crap.
Fuck you, HOA. Fuck you.
What is the HOA?
Yeah, the HOA is not a fucking... What did I call it the other day? Hoes, orifices, and assholes or something like that? Like...
Oh, hellaciously obsessed assholes. That's what I said. That's what the HOA stands for to me.
Yo, they're doing HOA meetings now.
I heard there was a fucking HOA meeting and I missed it. Good thing I don't give a fuck.
This one belonged to the HOA crew, too.
I am now an honorary HOA member, people.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Y'all might have an HOA where you live, but we don't have no HOA over here.
Do you think hoodies are appropriate in the HOA? Yes or no?
In trying to maintain some decorum within the HOA, within the community.
Oh, fuck the HOA. That's what I gotta say about it.
I have no reason not to like the HOA crowd.
We're calling the HOA right now against you.
Don't stick the HOA on me.
This whole HOA shit is disgusting. It's so dumb and stupid.
No, it's not. It's funny as fuck. It's not dumb and stupid. It's only dumb and stupid because you don't get it.
We don't give 2 fucks about an HOA.
They need a little JP in the HOA.
I don't know many HOAs that ride around on high horses.
There may be a couple members of the HOA that need a horse, so maybe you can lead them in the right direction where they can purchase a nice horse.
Are they an HOA or a mono? Who gives a fuck?
Is the number 1-900 get fucked?
They started doing lives claiming that they were the HOA.
Like, I'm not the HOA. I'm not the fucking end-all be-all. I didn't ride in here on a high horse, and I'm not gonna start now. I will be voted into the HOA. I assure you of that. I promise.
Hey, ho, ho, the HOA has got to go.
What is funny is, like, they didn't get the joke, which is just funny.
Sometimes people need to learn to laugh, too. Like, that shit's a fucking joke. It was a joke when it was said, and they just ran with it.
Golf cart HOA posse.
Last week, HOA member Mac was seen blowing up the annex and fleeing the scene. Shortly after, Vice President Jones N was seen having a graceful dismount from her high horse as she began running for the woods. The chase was on for these two fugitives at large. While not known to be armed, they were considered extremely dangerous. Believed to be holed up in an abandoned warehouse, we caught this audio of one of the fugitives.
I don't know where I am. They have no idea. They have no idea. They can't catch me. The HOA, FBI can fuck all the way off.
Her brazen use of Wi-Fi allowed the HOA FBI to triangulate her position.
Damn, I didn't realize Laura, Perplex TC, has made like live stream after live stream after live stream after live stream bitching about the HOA. I feel you. Fuck the HOA. Fuck the HOA. I'm rioting.
Locating Jones N's position, we were able to move in and apprehend her. To our great luck, fugitive AMAC was with her as well. Both fugitives are currently being held at the Morality Correctional Facility, inside of the HOA. We thank everyone for their assistance and tips in locating these dangerous fugitives. Remember, only you can help keep the HOA safe.
So ridiculous. So ridiculous. Looking back on it, I'm like, how did we even come up with this stuff? How in the world did it just, and it was just so natural. It just happened. And then all of a sudden, after the very first HOA meeting, it was like, boom, everywhere you went. It was HOA, HOA, HOA. And here it is. The last I had to look it up the other day to prepare for the funeral. The last HOA meeting was in November of 2024. Yet here we are in September of 2025, and they still scream about the HOA. Isn't that crazy? I'm still with the like, fuck you, HOA, fuck you. Anywho, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll. It's dead to me. I don't think that Jones N. I don't think that Jones N. We just changed our letters. We TOC now. I know that's right. TOC in this bitch. It was fun though. We need something similar to bring people back together and to find their sense of humor again. We need to bring the HOA back to give them something to talk about besides what they're doing. Oh, yeah. There you go. HOA is now FUE, right, Lisa? Even a CDOC was going to be built for Savage. That's true. That's true. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure we're dead set on the possibility. All flowers and donations for the services can be sent to the HOA headquarters at 1144 Get Fucked Avenue. Exactly. Thank you. Get down with get down with TOC. Yeah, FUE. Yes, the animal control was like the HOA days. It might have triggered them. Listen, I did see that. I did see it caused a rage quit, and I love a good rage quit. Hold on, sorry. I did see it did cause a good rage quit, and I love that for them. So yeah, I don't know. No, it's the opinionated community, not tits only club. Then what would we do with Stevie? You know, I don't know. Johnson needs a chance to redeem herself. I don't know. Oh, listen, what I will do is I'll take the suggestion back to Dietz, the mastermind puppeteer of it all, and I will let her know that you guys feel like it should be up for a vote. And maybe that's what we'll do. Okay? I don't know. Grandma sent a $5,000 super chat. Zombie HOA for Halloween. Thank you so much for your super chat, Grandma Sherry. $5,000 will definitely pay my mortgage this month. I truly appreciate you and everything that you do to provide for me and my family. Appreciate you. I understand it is dead, but can say people had fun overall. Only one really fussed that I know of. Oh, they all fussed, but the fussing didn't make a difference to us. We would just keep on going and do it. It was hilarious when JP kept trying to bust into the HOA. She finally made it. Yeah, she did. Listen, you could say a lot about her, but tenacity is something that she was dead set about being a part of, and she became a part of it, so to speak. I'm good with that. I'll be in with all the tits. No, let Chasing make the decision. Well, Chasing always says, listen, let me tell you. I'm gonna put it out there. Okay, let me tell you what happened. Chasing used to always say when it came to the HOA, we never looped her in on any of the conversations. We never looped her in on what was going on. She would just show up. And that was very true. That was definitely what happened. However, this time around, when it was time to plan the funeral, I was like, yo, we're getting ready to plan this funeral. It's going to be here. It's going to be there. It's going to be this, and we're going to do this. Just so you know. I will tell you it took about 46 hours before she realized that we were having a conversation about it. So she's a member of the HOA. Yeah, there you go. I'm not a member of the 3. I'm an outsider. I do what I want. I kind of barge my way in. And next week, she'll say that she never really fucked with us anyways. That's how it starts. They claim they're an outlier, an islander, all of those things. And then it slowly progresses in, I never really fucked with you anyways. She's progression. Sure. Don't worry. And I am not participating in any funeral. Interesting. Okay. Chasing charged too much for those fines, though. Man, she was heavy on the hand, but she had a vacation to pay for. Wait, she wasn't a part of the HOA, but was giving fines? Seems sus. Yeah, just saying. Just saying. Can we picket the funeral? No, you cannot. But y'all let her be in charge of the money. Y'all sure the HOA didn't go bankrupt and y'all staged that fire for insurance money purposes? That may or may not have been what happened, Landry. But no, she came in and demanded the money, and then she just became the treasurer. That's how it worked. I didn't. I hated them. They killed the HOA. That'll be your 4 calling birds. Okay, got it. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna play you this little song, and then we are headed out because it is pickup time. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
Fumes, everybody's breath a weapon. Trauma traded, sold then swapped like seconds. Britney's panel, a circus of suspicion. Illuminati spitting venom, no contrition. Craig's noise in the back, static on repeat. Every word a trip, wire chaos in the street. Creators slicing wounds just to sell the scars. Every live a battlefield, war of avatars. FUE, the anthem, the creed. The gray game's decree, we don't bow, we don't bleed. Fakes and the frauds, everyone's a villain, applause for the fraud. Illuminati's bile, a bully's occupation. Vile words fly, no room for conversation. Rupert knees complicit, stirring up the flames. Cleaner saturated, drowning in the games. Men abusing women, the app's dark tradition. Scripts written nightly, twisted compositions. Algorithms thrive on this wicked divide. Every comment a dagger, every post a slide. Into madness, a stage where the crew reside. FUE, we stand while the rest collide. FUE, the anthem, the creed. The grave game's decree, we don't bow, we don't bleed.